And yeah, people aren't happy because Candace Parker is not proclaiming Angel Reese to be the best player in the world. And by the way, Angel Reese was...
Are y'all gonna call Candace Parker racist too? Hey, yo. Oh no. Candace Parker versus Angel Reese is getting spicy out here.
Three-time WNBA champion and all-around game icon Candace Parker just revealed some shocking facts about Angel Reese. Furthermore, the Chi-Town Barbie is going completely crazy over it.
Uh-oh, Candace Parker. You've upset the Reese's Pieces and they're not happy about it. They're gonna be coming after you any second. Oh, they're already coming after you. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. Candace Parker asked to put certain players in a tier list. You have the S tier, you have the A tier, you have the B tier, and you have the C tier. And where Candace Parker put Angel Reese on this list and her explanation about it, it has upset a large number of the Reese's Pieces delegates.
When someone with Parker's credentials is mentioned, people tend to think of a woman who won both MVP and Rookie of the Year in the same season. Something that has never been carried out previously or since. You can be sure it's time to listen when someone like that speaks up.
Candace Parker, a lot of y'all say she's the GOAT, right? 3 championships, 2 MVPs, Rookie of the Year MVP in the same year, and now Candace Parker ain't shit. She tap dancing. We see why Gino and her had the problems they had, and she's a coon and selling out. All this because she don't want to force glaze Bricklayer Reese the way that y'all.
However, Angel Reese is unable to cope with the heat. She finds it incomprehensible that Candace Parker evaluated her on her basketball prowess rather than her number of Instagram likes or TikTok followers.
Uncle KC was right? Again? Not only was Uncle KC right, he now has a WNBA legend repeating his brilliant observations of pretend basketball? How many times have I said Angel Reese is not an impact player? I mean, she definitely has an impact on losing, but Angel Reese has absolutely no effect on winning.
Let's now discuss why this is making Angel Reese go completely crazy. You see, the girl believes that because she has some followers and fans on social media and because she can stir up controversy and noise, she must be a great basketball player. Here is the reality check, however, which Parker skillfully administered. Clout is less important than skill, and Angel Reese was recently revealed.
Where she put Angel Reese in the C tier has caused a riot. It's caused a riot. Angel Reese is not feeling it. She took to Twitter and fired off a sub. She's subbing, y'all.
If you find it entertaining, kindly subscribe. They asked me what I thought about player tiers, and my thing is if you bring something to argue, bring something else. Parker said in order to clarify the situation. Is she able to reach player A, player S, or another player? She can indeed. You're comparing her to players who have been in the league for years, and I'm not sure whether she's currently playing with those players. However, did Angel Reese pay attention to helpful criticism? Oh, absolutely not. Rather, she posted some cryptic crap about how powerful a drug clout is on social media. This irony is so delightful. Angel Reese, whose entire persona is centered around generating drama and controversy, whose podcast receives fewer than 5,000 views per episode, and whose entire business is based on clout chasing. She is referring to another person as a clout chaser. Are you joking with me now?
These people will disrespect and turn their back on their own family if it means bowing down and defending Angel Reese. These people will abandon their children if it means defending Angel Reese. It's hilarious how anybody that does not force glaze this girl and prop her.
This is where it gets nasty. So let's speak about Angel Reese's real performance. She has really gotten worse in her sophomore season rather than better. She now only makes a pitiful 31.1% of field goals. People, that is not only terrible, but historically terrible. She is almost double her rookie year stats with an average of 3.9 turnovers per game. One game with 9 turnovers. That is regression, not advancement. The general manager of Chicago was forced to state in public that Angel Reese needs to do more. You can tell you're having issues when your own general manager is criticizing you in the press. However, Angel Reese is out here having Twitter feuds with luminaries like Candace Parker rather than honing her craft or concentrating on improving. Let's also discuss those valuable double-doubles that everyone is constantly drumming about. Are you aware of Candace Parker's remarks regarding that? In my opinion, Angel Reese excels in her position of offensive rebounding. That's all. That is her responsibility. Due to her inability to finish around the hoop, she is a role player who pulls down rebounds, many of which are her own missed baskets.
Angel Reese, clout is one hell of a drug. Like, it really gets to a point. And by the way, this is because a tiny clip of Candace Parker's podcast is this.
No way, shape, or form am a hater. What player are you taking Angel Reese over of those that I just listed?
This is the section that truly excites me. In reference to three-time WNBA champion Candace Parker, Angel Reese has the gall to tweet that clout is an incredible drug. She has achieved a first by winning titles with 3 separate teams. She has won 2 Olympic gold medals, 2 MVP awards, Finals MVP, and Defensive Player of the Year. There is nothing for this woman to prove. She has already mastered every basketball challenge. With TNT, she has a prosperous media career. She is a well-known analyst who is essentially set for life. Why would Candace Parker need to want influence? The norm is the woman. However, Angel Reese's career has been one long quest to gain influence. Her frequent pranks on social media, her podcast that no one listens to, and her college days of causing controversy with Caitlin Clark. Her podcast, Without Apology, Angel is no longer able to reach 5,000 views. It isn't success. That is humiliation.
You got Angel Reese. I put her right at that C level. I think in terms of being above, you have to be able to have the ability to carry a team, be a 1 or 2 option. I think Angel Reese is fantastic at her role, which is offensive rebounding. She showed and demonstrated so much growth in that first year. I think that
This is what Angel Reese finds confusing. You are not a better basketball player just because you have a million fans. Basketball skills are not correlated with Instagram proficiency. Players were ranked by Candace Parker according to their capacity to lead a team and rank first or second in terms of winning games. And by that criterion, Angel Reese is right at home in the C tier. Consider it rationally. Parker mentioned the following people in her ranking: Kelsey Plum, Sabrina Ionescu, Araka Aunel, Paige Bookers, Cam Brink, Angel Reese, Breanna Stewart, Nafisa Collier, Aya Wilson, and Caitlin Clark. Angel Reese, which player are you taking over? That's a reasonable question regarding those I just mentioned. Which of those players would you immediately trade for Angel Reese? That's right, not one of them. Caitlin Clark is transforming the game, increasing viewership, and genuinely improving her teammates. Wilson has a track record as an MVP and champion. Breanna Stewart has won 3 titles. These players have the ability to dominate games and serve as the focal point of a winning squad. At her best, Angel Reese is a complimenting player, and that's being kind.
What did Angel Reese have to say? She said clout is one hell of a drug. Like, it really gets to a point. She also retweeted something somebody said, but that was taken down. That was taken down. Look, Angel Reese ain't happy with Candace Parker, y'all. Angel Reese ain't feeling this. You got me in the C tier. But you know what's crazier? Candace Parker ain't backing down. She's standing on business. She's standing on business, bro. We got to take a...
Let's talk about the room's elephant. Because of her endorsement deals rather than her skill as a basketball player, Angel Reese earns more money than the majority of WNBA players. She agreed to a multi-year contract with Reebok, which includes the release of her own trademark sneaker in 2026. Angel Reese's WNBA pay is far outweighed by the significant endorsements she receives due to her social media presence and controversies. Consequently, it doesn't seem reasonable for her to complain about WNBA salaries even when she makes millions from endorsements. The girl is earning more money from endorsements alone than seasoned all-stars like Sue Bird or Diana Taurasi have ever earned in their whole careers. But on what basis is she asking the league for extra money? Many observers have referred to her double-double streak as stat padding. Speaking of challenges, let's discuss Angel Reese's behavioral problems. With 7 in just 22 games, the girl leads the league in technical fouls. She is in danger of being suspended, and she will miss a game if she receives one more technical. That's not being a leader. That is immaturity. During a timeout, do you recall when she slapped the clipboard from her own coach's hands? It isn't passion. It's disrespectful. That type of conduct indicates that you lack the mental poise necessary to be a top player. Candace Parker never experienced those problems. Parker was usually calm, professional, and more concerned with winning than with personal drama.
What player are you taking Angel Reese over of those that I just listed?
Guess we'll wait for their response.
Oh, we're not gonna. Okay.
Because
yeah,
I'm sorry.
But what I'm saying is, in what player? And this is no disrespect. These are the greatest players in the game right now. They asked me to rank the tier right now, and I sit in a studio at Turner with Shaq and Chuck, and some of which I think at times they do individually and personally attack people's character. And I think I pride myself on trying to be an analyst that does not do that. I do not attack character. I literally am just, from my point of view, from my opinion, this was the ranking.
Let's examine the figures that are most important. This season, Angel Reese is shooting 31.1% from the field. To put it in perspective, that is worse than the majority of centers who merely shoot at the rim. Her average of 3.9 turnovers per game is ridiculous for a player who isn't even the main ball handler. With her as their alleged star, her team is 5 feet 11 inches. Contrast that with Caitlin Clark, who is transforming the game and drawing previously unheard of attention to the WNBA while averaging 19 points and a league-high 9.3 assists. Or consider A.A. Wilson, who has led her team to titles and continuously been the greatest player in the league. These players are in Parker's SNA levels, and there is a significant difference between them and Angel Reese. Let's be honest about what Reese's renowned double-double streak truly means. She is unable to finish around the basket, thus many of those rebounds are her own failed baskets. Dominance is not what that is. Inefficiency is what that is. There was a reason why Moses Malone was appointed chairman of the boards. In fact, he could efficiently score goals while grabbing rebounds. More akin to the chairman of missed layups is Angel Reese.